like a ball.
So look, let's talk about when men stop caring, they start chasing. And this is the thing, is understand that this will work on guys that like you and guys that only like you because of ego. So it's almost like some guys have abandonment issues, and when they sense that a woman doesn't want them, it's not that they want you because all of a sudden they love you. They want you because you're reminding them of somebody in their past who didn't love them as much, and it pretty much activates their desire to please. You know what I'm saying? It activates their desire to get your validation. So essentially, yes, it's like it makes them chase, but most of the guys that are gonna chase you are not really gonna chase you because they really love you. So you have to differentiate the two. But let me show you how to stop caring. But essentially, I'm just letting you know that the guys that will like you, if they start chasing, you don't have to apply too much of my strategies. That is something you guys have to get through your heads. Is that my strategies are just sprinkling on top. They're like the salt of your food. They're not the whole meat. You know what I'm saying? And when you guys start treating what I teach as the way to maintain a healthy relationship, that's when you guys start getting to problems. This is just all about keeping the guys that you like, because nothing hurts more than losing somebody who we made leave us. Nothing hurts more than having a guy in the bag and losing that guy because you fucked up. That's the source of most of the problems. The guys that don't like us back, you, not me. Is he gay? No, I'm not gay. Calm down, okay? The guys that don't like us back, that don't like you back, hey, I gotta ask that question too. Father Alex, are you gay as well? Sometimes you give me some vibes. And Father Alex sometimes feels a little uncomfortable the way you look at me sometimes. So I also gotta find out. Tyrone, why the hell do you need to find out if I'm gay or not? Get the hell out of here, bro. Anyways, so let me show you how to actually stop caring, right? Because understand, like I said, the coldness that you present to the guys pretty much is what brings them closer to you. You know? And that's why a lot of narcissistic women have a lot of guys in their pockets, because those guys sense that they haven't won that woman over, and their natural reaction is to win her affection, right? So let the fact that you like him come naturally to you. When you first meet a guy, you shouldn't, because nice girls do this a lot, okay? And it's actually part of my course called Nice Girl, which you could purchase right now in the description down below. You should not be too excited when meeting people, because your desire for a relationship, your desire for love pretty much betrays you. Because when people sense how much you want a relationship, which is, the truth is, everybody, okay? I don't give a fuck. Most people are desperate. Most people live lives of quiet desperation where they act like they're not desperate, but deep down they're dying inside. But unfortunately, if you bring that out into the light, you pretty much turn people off. A perfect example is social media, okay? People say you be honest on social media, but if people were really honest on social media, you would unfollow most people because they'll tell you about their problems. People don't want to hear you complain, right? On social media. They want you to be honest, but they don't want to see the negatives in your life. You get what I'm trying to say? You can sense that you shouldn't post yourself crying and bitching and moaning, even though it's honest. Guys get turned off. People get turned off, and they might even unfollow you. So even though it's a common experience for people to feel pain, they don't want to see it. It's also the same thing with affection. In the beginning, even though it's normal for you to feel desperate, don't tell people how desperate you are. What the fuck? Like, what is this, a confession? Don't tell people none of that kind of stuff. Keep it to yourself. And when I say keep it to yourself, verbally and also non-verbally, and I always talk about this, make sure that your non-verbals don't betray you. Learn to hide how you feel through your non-verbals. Women, unfortunately, is the sex, out of all the sexes, men hide how they feel a lot better than women do. Women are overly expressive with their emotions, especially when they like the guy. Learn to keep those emotions to yourself. because that will turn off the guy, right? That's the first thing, right? Don't have too much intensity for desire for love. So I'm gonna show you how to lower that intensity, because that intensity for love is really just creative energy, in my opinion. It's really creative energy that's not being redirected properly. And also let the fact that you like him come naturally to you. Don't fall for the first guy you meet. If you meet a guy and you like him a lot the first meeting, it might not be natural. It might be a projection. It might be the fact that you like him because he's projecting, he's reminding you of somebody that didn't love you. You know what I'm trying to say? When you love somebody on the first date, that's a red flag. It's much better to meet somebody and to kind of be doubtful in the beginning and slowly ease up to them. It's actually a sign that it's natural. It's a sign that you're naturally, it's not a manipulation, it's not a projection, and that the love could actually flourish from that. When you slowly change your opinion of the person, it's actually the best kind, to be honest with you. That's the first thing. So let it come natural. Anytime you feel that intensity quick, take a step back and see that as a red flag. And also, love your life to a point that you don't need it, man. And look, this is the hardest part, okay? This is more of a process than something you instantly create. You're not gonna get this the first date. And it's not a thought process also. It's not I love my life, right? No. Loving your life means if a guy cancels a date on you, you're not disturbed, you're not you feel a little disappointed, but you could go along your date. And how do you know this? It's not because you say it. It's because you really feel it. You feel it. Like it's an emotional reality for you. It's not just something you say. It's something that you really feel deep down. If a guy cancels on you, you don't feel sad. Yeah, you feel sad, but you got shit to do that day. I walked out on a date the other day with this girl who was being disrespectful. She brought her friend when I told her it's a first date. Why are you bringing your goddamn friend? And she brought her friend. And I walked out. I felt a little sad because I'm like, goddamn, she was hot. But I got over it, right? And I kept going with my life. That's the point, is that you know you know your worth. You see what I'm trying to say? And when you love your life, the way to create that life is you have to set some long-term goals. Because long-term goals come with pleasure. Not in the beginning, but as you keep progressing and as you get closer towards achieving that goal, it'll bring so much pleasure to you that it makes temporary or short-term things look mundane compared to the pleasures of achieving your long-term goals. It really does. It happens to me with art. I'm getting to a point with art where I feel very happy and satisfied. It happens with me with basketball. I train every day and I practice. Why do I do those things? Because that energy used to go towards women, and they disappointed me more than the opposite. Now that energy is towards my goals, and they don't disappoint me because I can control it. Now the little energy that I have left is towards women, and so that little energy that I have, because of my goal requires so much energy. That little energy, when a woman disappoints me, explodes, but it's a small explosion. It's not sad. But back then, I put so much into that whenever a woman rejected me, everything exploded. I mean, it was a fucking nightmare, right? And that's why you gotta have long-term goals, and that's why sometimes even for some women, having kids is their insulation. Having good friends is also your insulator. Having a job that you love is an insulator. Studying something that you love is an insulator. Having an activity that you do on the side is an insulator. But if you don't have that and your only hope to feel that insulation is through another man, then you're going to project that neediness, and that's going to turn off the guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation. without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women in power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.